1 week, 4 parks and a lot of Mickey-shaped food. We're diving into everything from our first 7 days at Walt Disney World. We're hitting the biggest rides, scouting the best snacks, and even catching every show in sight to see if we can truly do it all. This is a whirlwind of magic and sore feet, and it starts right now. Welcome to Hollywood Studios, where we are here for our first ever time. Not only is it our first time here at Hollywood Studios, it's our first time here at Disney World, and this is the first park which we are going to be doing here at Disney World as well. Have no idea what this park is going to entail. Hopefully it will live up to expectations. Come and join us for what hopefully is going to be a truly epic day here at Hollywood Studios. And we are in here for rope drop, heading straight down to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Really excited to check this out. We've not done a ride like this before.
Hurry! Step right up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Now, let's go! Nothing can stop us now. I'm so
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. That is a cracking ride. The sets were great, nicely brightly coloured, good storyline, good jokes and stuff. Yeah, really did like that one. Still got 20 minutes of early entry left, so heading round into Toy Story Land, where we're gonna try and get on maybe Toy Story Mania. Looking forward to this one. Hopefully it's as good as the one in Tokyo. So really enjoyed that one. Look at the theming in here. It's woody as you come in. Slinky Dog Dash there with Rex on top. We are going to head round though to Toy Story Mania. But the theming here is so good. Really impressed. Good run there on Toy Story Mania. Jamie claims he's won, but I'm not very pleased about that. But otherwise it was great and very similar to the Tokyo one. Now we're going to try Alien Swirling Saucers. That's still in the process. That's 5. Great theming and the queue line for this one though. With the blasters and everything. Buzz Lightyear stuff up there. And the ride is over there. I think it's going to be similar to the Baymax ride, which was really good. Finished up on Alien Swirling Saucers. It was really good. The little one particularly liked it. However, I do think the one in Tokyo is better. The Baymax theming is a lot better, and the music for that one is just generally better. I think a bit more upbeat. However, more importantly, just been to Joffrey's and got the Roundup Rodeo Ice Latte. So I'll show you what that looks like. Here it is, complete. This is the iced version. You can also get a frozen version and hot version. Comes with cream, cookies and M&M's on top, and it's got lots of different kinds of syrups inside. I think cookie butter and dulce leches. Looking good. Joffrey's random Toy Story cappuccino thing, that was really good. If you've got the options, as I said, you can get it either like frozen, iced or hot. Then the best option I reckon is for the frozen. So I had the iced version, Jamie had the frozen version. Tried a bit of his and his was slightly better, which was in my opinion, but both were generally really good and definitely worth checking out. Well, they are quite expensive, like nearly $8 for the frozen one. I think the ice version was slightly cheaper at $7.19. Florida heat already out in force today, up to about 25 already. First thing here in the morning, well, it's about coming up to about 10:30. But here for the Indiana Jones show now, so we're going to get our first Disney show that we're seeing here at Hollywood Studios. Very excited for this one. We'll let you know what we think at the end. Indiana Jones was a brilliant show here at Disney Hollywood Studios. So impressive with the way that they fitted so many scenes and kind of sets within such a like small footprint of area, and the way that they kind of like transition between the two with like the stunt directors and things sort of giving demonstrations and facts. Really good. Probably going to end up seeing that show again because it was so good. But yeah, absolutely great start to the shows and the rides here at Hollywood Studios today. For lunch we come to the Backlot Express, and I've gone for the pulled pork barbecue burger. Looks really good, along with the rum punch. However, Jamie has gone for, which I think actually looks a bit better, this is the pineapple margarita. Looks really nice. Backlot Express was a win, especially that barbecue pulled pork burger. Absolutely recommend that. When it comes to the drinks, the rum punch is definitely the one to get, I think, over the margarita. But yeah, really good food there. Surprised at the quality. We're very much used to Legoland quality of food, and that is like far exceeds that. So yeah, really impressed so far. Come on through into the Star Wars area, and the theming around here is absolutely epic. I don't think I've seen a better themed land in the whole park yet. Toy Story was pretty good, but I think the level of detail here is a little bit better. Amazing. They've got the see like the first order show. It's not very long, but they sort of do like interactions with like some of the kids and the adults as well. But yeah, absolutely amazing area here. And since we're over here, gonna head on Star Tours. Done it before in Paris, but it's the shortest queue currently in the park.
My bad. Clear.
Sir, I know what you're up to. I can see right through you, and it's not a pretty picture.
Now that is by far the best version of Star Tours that we've been on so far. So done the one in like Paris. The one in Paris is really good, but obviously downside is it's all in French, so you don't really understand what's going on. So the first one we've done in English. I think it was a different sort of sequence as well to the one that they do at some of the other parks. Some of the scenes I was expecting sort of didn't come up, and then there was also some new ones as well. But again, largely other scenes were the same. But anyway, amazing ride. Always great queue line for the Star Wars rides. Definitely worth a go. And the throughput they get on that ride is really good. Posted at a 20, I think rated less than 15. So always pleased when that happens as well. Just quickly stopping off at Hydraulics to get some of their candy painted cinnamon rolls. So they're $9.79 pre-tax. We've got the snack credits that we're going to try and get them on. Here we go, this is what they look like. They're looking pretty good. I think you get 3. Also, the mini churros look quite good as well. They're savoury. We're going to use a snack credit on this. I think it's going to be a good use because it's quite high valued. Here they are. Don't they look amazing? Come topped with, I think, syrup and chopped nuts as well. Great use for a snack credit. Coca-Cola cinnamon rolls, definitely a winner. I think it's the sauce that they put on top, like that syrup. That was the Coca-Cola flavour, because when you ever kind of dip it in there, it tends to taste a bit more of it. Subtle, but you could definitely taste a hint of Coca-Cola. And I think well worth the use of a snack credit as well. As you saw, you got sort of 3 small ones, so very easy thing to share. And for the price of like $9.79, I think it was, great use of a snack credit. Escaping this crazy Florida heat. It is a warm today, even in October, with the Frozen sing-along show. Second show of the trip and the day. Very excited to check this one out and see how it compares to Indiana Jones.
I'm a bit jealous because he's dreamy.
You said that already.
Well, I'm going to say that one more time because that guy is dreamy. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Yes, he is.
Turn away and slam the door.
You know, I couldn't help overhearing your story. That's because we're wearing microphones.
Frozen, a sing-along celebration. What a cracking show that was. Absolutely loved it. It was hilarious. They were cracking jokes left, right and centre, which I absolutely loved. really modern, up-to-date jokes as well, which was good, you know, like sort of references to Halloween and stuff, which is this time of year. Not only that, a couple of Taylor Swift jokes and stuff in there, which, you know, you got to take them lightheartedly. I thought they were quite funny. Overall, yeah, it was entertaining. I was a little bit skeptical at first, thinking it was just going to be a screen with some sing-along, but a whole like royal historians, they really made it for me. And then that big sort of epic finish at the end, that was really great. Absolutely loved that. Kids were loving it, everyone was singing along, really good atmosphere and vibe in there. Highly recommend that show. Definitely going to go back to that. Plus, great aircon break from this baking heat, although it is a beautifully sunny day today. Would rather this probably than the rain. But yeah, highly recommend the Frozen show. Now it's time to tick off show number 3, which this time is going to be Beauty and the Beast. This one is like a outside theatre. They've got some fans in here, so it is a little bit cooler. Let's check this one out and see how it compares to the other two that we got.
And lost all hope, for who could ever learn to love a beast?
I will be furious if he finds out what we're up to.
Well, we don't have to tell him, do we?
There is nothing to worry about.
Beauty and the Beast, absolute classic there, because it is a tale as old as time. But yeah, brilliant show, done in a very sort of like traditional style, very just sort of singing, dancing. Lasted about 25 minutes, but overall still really good show. Probably the least favourite of the 3 we've watched today so far. But nevertheless, still definitely worth watching, kind of gets you out of the heat for a little bit. And it's still really fun and enjoyable. So far, we've been having a great day here at Hollywood Studios, although we've still got dinner left to go at Rodeo Roundup Barbecue. However, you might have noticed there's been a distinct lack of someone in the video today. They did not fly out with us. They have flown out, well, this morning from London Gatwick as well with BA. And they have just arrived now at Hollywood Studios in time for dinner. So we're just gonna head out the park, because I've got their park ticket, to hand it over, and then we'll see how they're getting on. They found the flight, and then they're going to be spending most of the rest of the trip with us as well. Put down in the comments if you can guess who it is, but I think it's pretty obvious it's only going to be one person. Here she is, she's already got the Rex headband in. How are you?
Good, finally here.
How's the flight?
Long.
There is your ticket and your first visit pin. There we go. Come on, let's go in. Left your stuff
At the hotel lobby thing where they look after your luggage, the luggage store place.
Oh, haven't been into the room yet. Fair enough. Okay, let's head back into Hollywood Studios, where we're now heading to Roundup Rodeo Barbecue for dinner. Great thing of George turning up now and get a first reaction in the video. What are your thoughts of Hollywood Studios?
Yeah, a lot different to Paris. very different to Paris.
Yeah, it is completely different to Paris here. But yeah, it's been great. We've had a great day so far. Lots of rides, got a few characters in. But yeah, okay, gonna head down off to dinner now. See you there next. Here is Roundup Rodeo Barbecue. Theming in here is insane. Very good. Oh, and he's coming.
Ham here at the Roundup Rodeo. It's days like today we're reminded of the toys who look out for us, who protect us, and keep us safe from sin, so that we can play freely in Andy's backyard. So how about it, buckaroos? Let's give a nice big Andy's Yard salute to our Green Army Patrol, who keep us safe around these parts. On behalf of all of us here at Roundup Rodeo, we thank you.
Oh, okay. So they've got like different announcements that are coming out. That was a Green Army salute. Here's a look at the menu. So it's all you care to enjoy. You get bread, salad, and then house style for ribs, beef brisket, sausage, and barbecue chicken. And then there are the desserts at the bottom. Sides even. So you get slaw, corn on the cob, mac and cheese, potato barrels. Oh, and there's your desserts down there. Great looking menu.
Well done, cowpokes, as you were.
First round is out. These are the cheddar cornbreads. They look really nice. And we've got our watermelon over there. George is gluten-free and she's got a selection of gluten-free stuff there. Purple pick means gluten-friendly. Drink-wise, Grown Up PB&J. Let's check this out. Okay, that is good. Literally tastes like peanut butter and jam. Very, very good. And here is the other food. So this is all the meat in the middle. Absolutely loads of it. Oh, and there's some beans, and then here's all the sides. Tots over there, mac and cheese, the slaw. Yeah, they've got sauces on the table. Very, very good selection. Oh, and there, even vegetables over there.
Molly, you're gonna bust up the place then. Come on there, little lady.
Well done now.
Taking a look at the desserts. This is the 40 cupcake, which I think is by far the winner. That looks amazing. My option is I've gone for the banana option. This is the strawberry shortcake. And lastly over there is the pumpkin spice. And that was Roundup Rodeo Barbecue. Definitely a cracking restaurant and worth checking out. Food there was really, really good. Server was also amazing, really, really friendly. I think his name was Craig. So yeah, really, really nice guy. And yeah, there was just so much food. You could have exactly what you wanted. Corn on the cobs were lovely. The meat was exceptional. The sausages were great, but the barbecue beans, they were really, really good. Love them. And they had like bits of brisket and things in them. So yeah, absolute winner. It's a really good like atmosphere that's going on in there as well. They kind of do lots of sort of stopping and starting with like different announcements from the toys and different people come in and freeze when Andy's coming. So yeah, highly, highly recommend checking out Rodeo Roundup Barbecue. Here's just a little look of what Hollywood Studios looks like at night. Completely different look to the park and feel once the lights go down. We're going to be staying late one night for Fantasmic, so we'll catch a bit more of all of this, but they do a really good job. They've got sort of a steamboat type thing lit up over there. You can see Tower of Terror lit up here, and sort of the main street here in the middle as well, all lit up nicely. Really, really stunning park at night for sure. And that is a wrap here on Hollywood Studios. So first time here at the park, had a brilliant day. We got on a few rides. I wouldn't say that we had a crazy amount of rides because wait times were up there, but we made the most of the early entry and rope drop and got on quite a few then quite quickly. Managed to catch 3 of the shows. They were all really, really good. Probably going to end up seeing Indiana Jones and also Frozen again because we really enjoyed those, and George hasn't seen them yet because she arrived later. And then just as I mentioned, I highly recommend Roundup Rodeo Barbecue for dinner. So overall, had a great day and would highly recommend Hollywood Studios. Very, very excited because tomorrow we will be doing the Magic Kingdom. So going to check in that park out for the first time as well. Welcome to Disney Springs, where we are here for day 2 of our Walt Disney World trip. First time ever at Disney Springs, so really, really excited to check out what is going on here. We're here nice and early, so hopefully queues won't be too long for sort of the shops and things. And then later on this afternoon, we're going to head over to the Magic Kingdom for the first time as well. So very excited to be checking both of those out. Come and join us for our second day here at Walt Disney World. Not sure if this is something that's here all year round or whether they're just getting ahead of the game for Christmas, but yeah, it says Happy Holidays with Mickey, Donald, Pluto and Goofy. First shop up is Days of Christmas. Interesting that they've got a Christmas themed shop here. Wow, that is a lot of fragile ornaments for sure. Keep the little hands away. Yeah, they are very, very pretty. Wow. I'm looking about $35 plus tax for these, so yeah, pretty pricey. It is definitely Christmas, 365 days a year in this place, complete with a little festive fireplace and all. Very nice. This is going to be my first Disney purchase, so this is a ball ball, but it's not just a ball ball. Come down here and look at this one. It's also a jewelry set, so Mickey earrings. and a necklace as well, silver plated. It's $45. However, they do have another one very similar, white bauble, and gold dips down there as well. So yeah, I'm gonna probably get the red one. Really like the look of that. Just popped in Goofy's Candy Co. And honestly, I think you might gain like a stone in weight just by breathing in here. It is so sweet. I don't think I've ever smelled anything so sweet before. But quite nice, I suppose. I see them making the Halloween Rice Krispie treats there. Very nice. Looks like you can build your own desserts and things. Look nice. Look at the size of those cookies, especially the Halloween one. Also Rice Krispie treats as well. And then at the bottom, dipped apples. Put it all going on in here. Loads of great options for food and things around here. That's not necessarily kind of Disney related. But you can use the dining credits here as well. So we are going to check out Eat and have a bit of Indian, something a bit different as opposed to like burgers, chips and just barbecue meat. George has gone for the slushie, which comes with a monster on top. Look at that. Pretty cool. I have gone for the IPA beer. Then food-wise, gone for the build your own bowl. So it's basis rice, chicken tikka chicken and tikka shawls. Very excited to check this out. This is what the food looks like. This is the poutine masala fries. So chicken, chips, cheese on top. Looks very nice. And then this is the rice with the chicken and the salads. Looks really, really good. Something a little bit different as well. Eat was a definite winner here at Disney Springs. Very, very good use of not meal credits. So the build your own bowl will come out to like $19.95. So using a meal credit, well, quick service credit on that is definitely a good use. Because the one that we had in the park yesterday was of lesser value. I think it's about $16, $17. So very good use of a quick service credit here. And also very, very good quality food. Highly impressed with it. Sort of perfect chicken tikka kind of level of spice and things. And as you know, British love their curries. So it was a thumbs up from me. We've been defeated by the child as she now has the new plushie, which is the Rex from Toy Story. $35. So yeah, quite pricey, but how can you say no? Finished up at Disney Springs. George has just popped off to the McKenna Bakery, I think she said, to get some gluten-free treats. Apparently they're supposed to be really, really good here. So when she starts eating them, we'll show you what they look like for anyone who is gluten-free. However, we're going to head back to the hotel quickly, grab our stuff, because we are now going to be heading over to the Magic Kingdom for the first time. We'll show you our first thoughts and reactions of what it's like over there. How much did you spend?
$20.
Where did you go?
Erin McKenna's Bakery.
Erin McKenna's, okay. This is a mummy cake pop. Do you know how much that one was on its own?
No, just they scanned them both for and it was $20 with the pumpkin spice cinnamon roll.
Sounds expensive. How's it compare?
It is very good, but very expensive.
But what about if it was gluten?
Very moist cake, so overall very good.
For a non-gluten. Been back to the room, change a t-shirt, something more seasonal for me. George is dressed up as Minnie Mouse.
Yep, Minnie Mouse outfit, ready to go.
And now we're off to the Magic Kingdom. Excited to see what this is like for the very first time. And we are here inside the Magic Kingdom. It is looking incredibly seasonal today. There are pumpkins everywhere and it is huge, much, much bigger than what I've previously seen over in Paris. Wow, it looks pretty amazing. But let's go down and see if we can find the castle. I got the decorations out everywhere. It is in full force. Town Square Theatre. They've got it all. Let's go find that castle. And we have found it. We have found the castle and it is magnificent here in Florida. Look at that. That is pretty damn cool. Absolutely amazing. I think that's got to be one of the best castles that we have seen. Also didn't take long. The little one now has a balloon. They are pricey. They are $23. She's got the spooky Mickey's Not So Scary themed balloon, but yeah, pricey balloons here. One thing there is no shortage of down here on Main Street is the photo pass photographers. There are loads of them littered all down here, which is really good to see. We do have the photo pass included, so got some snaps in front of the castle. We'll see how they come out, but so far all of the photo pass has been really good, apart from maybe the Olaf one, because that was kind of done automatically, not by a sort of physical person. But so far, photo pass has been really good, and the queues pretty much non-existent for it. Really impressed so far. Wow, and here it is, up a bit close and personal now. That is one huge castle. It looks amazing, and we also have dinner booked in there for one evening as well, which is great. Got the band heading down here. I think they're gonna head on in front of the castle. Still looking great today. Heading on into our first land, gonna be Tomorrowland. Go check this out and see how it compares to the other Disney parks. Such a big Tomorrowland entrance. I don't think I've ever kind of seen one as wide. And love that they got Astro Orbiter or Aero Orbiter? Anyway, either one of those two directly up front. Great spinning ride. Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, posted out of 10. Not too sure what the people movers posted at. I think that's normally quite a short wait. Launching pad up in front of us. Yeah, looks great. Oh, Hyperspace Mountain over at the back corner. And Buzz as well. Unfortunately, Buzz is down, which I think is one of the biggest shames of this trip, as I do love a Buzz. Just been and picked up the bag and the wristband for Mickey's Not So Scary, because that's what we are doing tonight, hence why we've had a chill morning this morning and then not in too much of a rush in the Magic Kingdom today. We've got a few more, I think 3 more full days coming up in this park where we're going to try and hopefully get everything done. But now we're going to head over to dinner because we are having it at the Crystal Palace, which I think is the Winnie the Pooh themed dinner. So looking forward to checking that out next, and we'll take you with us to show you what dinner at the Crystal Palace is like. Here's a look at the Crystal Palace. You can see got Winnie the Pooh over there, and you can see some of the other characters roaming. Got Eeyore down there. See who else comes around to say hi. It's quite empty in here today though, which is quite nice. Drinks wise, this is what the Legacy Mimosa looks like. Looking very nice. This one over here is the fruit punch.
So, and you know what?
And that's something else. There we go. Found out what the last one is. It is a margarita. So that's the 3 cocktail options off the menu. And apparently it includes all of your soft drinks like Coke Zeros and stuff like that. Got your. He's been great. So all the characters roam apart from Winnie the Pooh, who stays there in the centre, but the rest, all of them come round over there. We'll just wait and see Piglet and Tigger. Hopefully they'll be around soon. Piglet's come to say hi. When it comes to food here, we've got things like breads and salads. The main stuff though, you've got this country fried chicken, which is the best. Potatoes, veggies, rice, some like carrots, grits, shrimp, salmon, pasta, more chicken. In the middle you have the carvery just over there. In addition, there's also a small kids section, mac and cheese, chicken nuggets, quesadillas and pizza. And then there's also a dessert section too. Looks very nice. It's Tigger. Third character. Tigger's come around to say hi.
Touchy
Missed this on my initial tour, but look, they got brownie and cookies and ice cream as well. Finished up with dinner at the Crystal Palace, and that was really good. I would say food is better at Roundup Rodeo. However, the chicken that they had there was actually really good at the Crystal Palace. So that was definitely a winner and worth having. 100% recommend that. Mashed potatoes were nice as well. Broccoli veg was also good. So yeah, highly recommend. However, the best thing is definitely the character meet and greets. The pictures that you get with Pooh, they're great. And seeing Tigger, Eeyore and Piglet were all awesome. Very, very good with the kids. And that's what really makes the meal, I would say. Very, very expensive in there, as is all character dining really. But it was overall very nice. But the characters was definitely what made that meal. Now we are just heading on into Adventureland. Going to try and get one ride in now before we start on the Mickey's Not So Scary things, I suppose. So heading over to Pirates of the Caribbean, which is actually going to be our first ride here in the Magic Kingdom. I feel like when it comes to first rides in the Magic Kingdom, it's got to be one or two rides mostly. It's either It's a Small World or Pirates. This is going to be the third Pirates that we would have done in the world. Plans to do all of them. So we've done Paris, which is an amazing Pirates, Tokyo, which was strictly alright, and this will be our third one. So interested to see how this one compares to the other two. Here it is, Pirates of the Caribbean. Just finished up on Pirates, so our first ride here at the Magic Kingdom, and it was a good ride. It was not the best Pirates, but also not the worst Pirates. That drop at the start felt quite big in the dark, so quite liked that one. And then all the scenes were actually pretty good. Particularly like the one of the guy with the pigs, and then obviously the classic with the dog trying to get the keys. So yeah, overall really great first ride here at the Magic Kingdom. And that is a wrap on our Disney Springs and Magic Kingdom day. We're going to be starting to do the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party things now, which won't be in this vlog, unfortunately. However, we've had a very good day. Disney Springs was great. We're going to be heading back there because we didn't get to explore all of it. However, the Indian restaurant there, Eat, was very, very good, and highly would recommend checking that out, especially if you got the dining plan. And then this afternoon, obviously coming to the Magic Kingdom, it is a beautiful park. Really big, really spacious, great theming throughout. So can't wait to explore the rest of it. That will be in another vlog, so please do subscribe if you want to see that. However, Crystal Palace was a great place to eat, particularly the characters there. That's what made that restaurant. Food was good still, but not the best. Roundup Rodeo Barbecue was definitely better from a food perspective, but obviously the characters is what you're going for with that particular dining experience. So overall, we have had a pretty great second day here at Walt Disney World. Welcome to Disney's Animal Kingdom. We are here at this park for the very first time. We are really, really excited to check it out today. The plan today is to do all of the rides, and we've also got some lightning lanes booked as well, so we'll let you know if it is worth purchasing that before you get here on your trip. Come and join us for what hopefully is going to be an epic day here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And we are in. Very pleased to see that this park already has so many trees and lots more shade. I think will be very, very welcome today. Waterfalls and everything. Excited to check out what's going on. There it is, the Tree of Life. It is huge. It is a lot bigger than what I was expecting it to be, which is great. Make sure to get some photos in front of that one later. Headed straight into Pandora this morning as we're going to rope drop Na'vi's River Journey. Looking forward to checking this out. Apparently the animatronics, they're going to be good. Two goes on Na'vi's River Journey, and what a beautiful ride. I'm pretty sure that's a type of ride that you can see something completely different every time you go on it. And that animatronic at the end, so lifelike. It was absolutely amazing. They did a really good job of that. Maybe if the ride would have been another minute longer, that would have been great. That's the only thing it might have been missing. But yeah, overall great ride. I'm going to go on it again later with the Lightning Lane. The theming in this land though, like, look at that. The detail and the scale. It's in Pictures Online, but I don't think I'd fully appreciated just how big it was and detailed. It is absolutely amazing. Love it. This is the craziest line I think I've ever seen. It's literally like out of the queue line and there's still no signs of it stopping. Even for flight of passage. Craziness. Luckily we'll be back on that later with a Lightning Lane. Hopefully won't be waiting the, just close to 55. I feel like it's probably a tad longer. Next up is Kilimanjaro Safaris. I've heard if you get here early, the animals are a bit more awake, so we're gonna check that out and see if it is the case.
But they can actually lick their eyes and ears with their tongue. It is super gnarly like it sounds. And these guys are gonna get to about 5,500 pounds, but only an average weight. Sable antelopes, the brown one with the horns, choose fighting over running away. They're very different from one another. That one back there you saw was a mountain. He's eating. He's gonna do about 300 pounds of vegetation. But you can count 3 of them. It's unique. Most rhinos are solitary animals. Pull around because I see a little muzzle sticking out right under that other one. You can see a little tail in between. The boy's going to be the one on the very tip top, and he's just up there. There's no reason why he's taller than them. Because when it comes to the work of the pride, it is the females, not the male's job.
Kilimanjaro Safaris is definitely a must do in the morning. Absolutely loads and loads of different animals out. We saw the rhinos, all 3 lions up on the rock, which was great. Like antelope, yeah, loads and loads. Oh, and don't forget about the elephants and the giraffes. So 100% worth doing quite early. Wait was probably about 25-30 minutes, but yeah, I recommend doing that one for sure. The trails here are great. This is the smaller one. You can see just over here, there's a hippo underwater with a fish. The little one is absolutely loving it there. First coffee of the day, and it is the coconut iced coffee from the Animal Kingdom. You can get this just opposite where the Lion King show is. The woman said it was amazing, so we are excited to try it out. Okay, no, I'm not a fan of coconut, and that is amazing. Yeah, definitely highly recommend that, even if you're not a fan of coconut. I am not, and it is really, really good. Headed back over into the Pandora Land in order to start on the fast passes for the day. So the first one is Na'vi's River Journey. Gonna use that again, be a 3rd time on the ride today as we did the other 2 during early entry. But I think it's posted at about a 40-50 minute wait at the moment, so we'll have a look and see how much time we save with it. And it's about 10 o'clock at the moment. So it looks like the queues for that ride do build up quite quickly with the park open. Wow, it's got even worse now. Standby is posted at a 60 minutes for Na'vi's. We'll just show you up there. Definitely won't be waiting 60 this time. Surprisingly, Na'vi's is actually more than Flight of Passage at the moment. So that's only posted as a 55, so yeah. Not quite sure Na'vi's is worth a 60, but we're gonna head back on and check it out for the 3rd time today. What? The animatronic is gone, and there is now a screen. Oh no, that's so disappointing. Oh no. That was a disappointing trip on Na'vi's River Journey.
Very disappointing trip.
Like no sign out the front either to say that the animatronic was down, broken, gone, whatever's wrong with it, and that there was a screening said. If I'd waited like 60 minutes and not saw the animatronic at the end, I would have been really, really upset.
Yeah, it wasn't worth a 60-minute queue about having that there.
No, definitely not. 5 minutes with the Lightning Lane though, like literally from scanning in to getting on, like literally scanning at 10 past 10 on the ride by 15:15, yeah, 5 minutes. So that was well worth it, saved an hour's wait. But yeah, I saw the animatronic this morning, so that was good. They've already sent it twice. but the fact that it just wasn't there, that was so bad.
Yeah, they should have really put a sign outside, because I think a lot of people will be disappointed after queuing for that long.
Yeah, I get why they do it, so maybe if it's down, they can still keep the ride running, because everything else was working, but to not have that and wait, I think would be disappointing if you didn't know. So I think that there should have been probably some sort of sign out front or to tell people, because no one told us it was down. It was a surprise when we got there. Otherwise, it's a good ride. Even better if the animatronics there though. Now, really excited for this ride. Heading on Flight of Passage for the first time. I think it is posted at a 50 at the moment. I think these two rides over here in Pandora tend to build up the biggest waits. We'll see how long we wait with the single the single lightning lane pass for it. We'll let you know what we think. Flight of Passage, definitely good. Very, very good. Yeah, I think if you're motion sick, that one I reckon could definitely get you. I feel like slightly after that, but otherwise not too bad. But I think if you're feeling a bit off before going on, probably avoid it. But yeah, the effects.
Very immersive, the effects of the water, the smells as well. It's really good.
Yeah, no, great kind of storyline, flying around. It was with the lightning lane about 10 minutes to the pre-show, and then literally out the whole thing, I think about half hour. So yeah, great ride. Definitely worth doing. Lunch is Suli's Cantina, and it looks very, very good. So this one is the chicken and beef with rice and creamy dressing. You can also get it with shrimp as well, and potatoes instead of the rice. Drinks wise, this is the matcha cold brew, looking very, very nice. This is the Pandora punch, and this is the Ubu cold brew. So one's like green and the other's purple. Finished up with lunch at Suli's Canteen. That one is a definite winner. Food there was really, really flavourful. Kind of wish I got the moon bowl. It looked really, really cool when I saw other people had it. But the chicken and beef one, also the shrimp one as well, all really, really good. So much flavour packed in there, and they're sort of like creamy herb sauce if you choose to get that one. Really, really nice. The drinks wise, the Pandora punch was alright, very, very sweet. When it comes to the cold brews, the Ubu one was definitely better than the matcha one. But in fairness, both of them were really good, and I would get either of them again. But if you had to pick between the matcha and the Ubu was slightly better, but matcha was still definitely worth it as well. One thing there's not a shortage of around this park is entertainment. There's been loads of people just out and about singing. We've come across Big Bird over there, and some singers down there. It's a very good vibe around the park, that's for sure. Up next is Expedition Everest, posted at a 25, but we'll see how long we wait. Got another multi-pass lightning lane for this one too.
Look out there!
Woo! I don't like the wait. I don't think it's supposed to wait this long. Completed Expedition Everest there. Some really good G-forces on it, but that backwards drop bit, that is not where it's at. I think if the whole thing went forwards, that would have been better, but yeah, that bit got me a bit. Definitely feel a tad queasy following that, but glad I did it, because a cred is a cred. I was a little bit apprehensive that one, but it was good. It was good. Yeah, just without that backwards drop, would have been better. But yeah. Time to recover. What do you think though, George?
It was good. I feel a bit queasy as well after the churros.
And George don't feel queasy on anything. Stopped off to get an ice cream for the little one. Gone with the Yeti Sundae. So chocolate soft serve, topped with vanilla soft serve, blue cake crumbs, sugar, sweet snowflakes, and a chocolate Yeti image. I'll show you what it looks like. It is $6.99. There it is, Yeti Sundae. Looks really, really nice. Hopefully she'll like this one. It's quite big. Little one loved the Yak and Yeti ice cream, sort of both chocolate and vanilla, which is always good. And also a very good use of a snack credit as well, as it comes in at $6.99. Take 2 on Kilimanjaro safaris. Curious to see, hopefully how many we'll see now. We saw loads this morning. We'll see how it compares this afternoon. Lightning lane, probably not worth it. at the moment. I think it's literally like maybe like a 5-minute wait, probably less than that for the main queue. But give it another go, see how many we get done now. Second go there on Kilimanjaro Safaris. Still quite a lot of animals out in the afternoon. Bear in mind it is roasting right now. Managed to see probably better up close shots of the giraffes, that was for sure. Lions, they were kind of hiding away. However, they were like up fighting on the rock this morning. So yeah, I think if you don't want to queue, doing it in the afternoon, the animals are probably less active, that is for sure. However, you know, it's almost a walk on, whereas this morning it was like 30 minutes. Heading on into Dinoland USA, which unfortunately this will be going soon, so along with the dinosaur ride, which we're just about to do, some of the other rides are already gone, but I'm gonna check this one out because it'll be well, first and last time to do it on this trip, as it will be gone by the next time we come back. However, all is not lost because it's gonna turn into the tropical Americas. And here you can see what it's going to look like. It's going to look pretty cool when it's done. Curious to see what dinosaur ride it's going to be rethemed to. Assume Indiana Jones maybe? Here it is, dinosaur. Looking forward to this one. Got the lightning lane, but the standby is only 5 minutes anyway.
Run it on and get out before the asteroid hits. Let's roll! Little one.
Polyoramic.
Identified.
Carnosaurus.
Definitely not our dino. Go!
That's not my dino. Dino was a good ride, like that.
Really good ride, I really like that one.
Yeah, same system as Indiana Jones over in Tokyo Disneyland, and I think that's what they're going to be retheming it to over here, especially because there's like a temple looking thing just opposite for the artwork. And if they do redo it to Indiana Jones, I think that'll be better because the one in Tokyo was a lot better than Dinosaur here. It's kind of showing its age, I think, here. But yeah, if they retheme it, I think that'd be another cracking ride, but it was still good as the dinosaur version. Here at Restaurant Osaurus to see what they got snack-wise. Let's see how it goes. This is what we're going to go with, the vanilla and strawberry shake. So vanilla shake with strawberry sauce, whipped cream, crispy strawberry pieces and glazed chocolate donut holes, $8.79. Here it is, the strawberry and vanilla shake with whipped cream, strawberries and the donut balls. Really looking forward to this one. It's good. Very, very strawberry tea. Strawberry tea. Dinner today is Tusker House, and it's a restaurant which is sit down and buffet style. So enjoying dinner with all the Disney favorites. It's $64 and $42. So 64 is for adults, 42 for kids. This is a look at Tusker House. Pretty empty at the moment. Looks like we're going to meet Goofy, Donald, Daisy and Mickey. Drinks menu is pretty extensive on the cocktail front. There is absolutely loads of them. Lots of classics though. Also some zero proof ones down here as well. Let's have a look and see what we're going to get. Drinks wise, I've gone for a chocolate martini. George has gone for like the raspberry pina colada. Looks quite nice. And we got Daisy here, Goofy's over there, Donald's up there, Mickey's just come and gone. Looking forward to saying hello to them all. Look at them wave. Oh. It's Daisy. Got Mickey Mouse. Ah.
You want to feel his nose?
Oh. High five.
Yeah.
And a hug?
You want a hug? Yeah.
Yeah. Aww. Aww.
We're going to get a kiss.
Last up, we've got Goofy.
Oh, yeah.
Give him a high five. Where's he going? Food here, we're looking for breads, rotis, naans, butter, sauces. Then got ham, cheese and grapes. Next up we have the salads. They're very bright. Followed by the dressings. More salads, couscous salad, carrot and lentil. Then we've got the kids' options. Sweet corn, potatoes, broccoli, mac and cheese, meatballs and chicken. Then we're moving on to the curries, some rice, green and chicken. Got some potato masala, couscous, beef and some red, which apparently is African stewed potatoes and black-eyed beans down at the end. Some vegetarian options, so cauliflower curry, pillar rice, some potato curry and carrot ginger soup, plantains, African meatballs, some pork, and lastly we got some salmon and tandoori spiced chicken. Dessert-wise, there's some Dole Whip cupcakes, they look nice. Some sort of spiced road blondies, the cookies look very nice. Mousses, hummingbird cake, mystery hot dessert, I don't know, maybe bread and butter pudding, not too sure. And that was Tusker House. Good for the characters, nice to see them in their safari outfits. Mickey was very, very good. Donald was okay, and Daisy was great, she came around twice. However, Goofy, he was terrible. He literally came, I think for about 15 seconds, didn't even stop for a photo, and was just gone. He literally just like waved hello, did a twirl, and just walked off. Like no stopping for a photo or anything. So really, really disappointed with Goofy there. But the other characters were really good, especially Mickey and Daisy. They were great. Food was okay, sort of very curry-based food in there, which was nice. All the curries were decent. Desserts weren't great in there though. Couldn't really find any dessert that I liked. So I'd say the sugar cookie was okay, but that was about it. And that is a wrap on Animal Kingdom. Our first time at this park. Yeah, squirrel, yeah. There's lots of squirrels here, that's for sure. Okay, take two. That is a wrap on the Animal Kingdom, our first time at this park. Overall, a great park to come to. I think particularly great for the kids, especially if they're big fans of animals and maybe can't do any of the rides really yet, because there is so many animals here to see, and obviously the safari is great for them as well. I think when it comes to the fast pass, it's probably not needed if you have the early entry here for the park. There's lots of squirrels, as you've just seen in the park. If kids like squirrels, they're going to love it here. Yeah, I don't think the pass was needed if you get the right day. If you kind of plan maybe like during the week as opposed to a weekend, I think you can probably do without it. So we got a Na'vi river journey twice, like back to back, not really any queue in the morning. So that was fine. I think it probably is worth getting maybe just a single fast pass for Flight of Passage if you kind of want to do that midday. But if you kind of hang around and you're planning to do the park for the whole day, for us at least, Flight of Passage went down to I think about a 30 or a 35 minute wait when it was getting to towards park close, about sort of 5 o'clock. So if you're willing to hold out, you could maybe get it on a much lower wait. Don't think it's worth rope dropping it, because that was probably the longest queue we saw for Flight of Passage all day, was at rope drop. So I think I'd leave it later in the day to do it. But again, Na'vi's kind of built up quite a big queue. Slowly started to die down a bit as the day went on. Kilimanjaro Safaris, big queue in the morning, but tends to ebb off in the evening, we found. When it comes to, oh, there's people everywhere today. When it comes to sort of Expedition Everest, queues weren't really that bad. They were at 5 minutes at times, maybe went up I think to the max 25 all day. Dinosaur was at 5 pretty much all day, but that closes in February for refurbishment. It'd be great when that turns into Indiana Jones. So yeah, it's a great park. We haven't done any of the shows today. However, we've kind of on purposely missed them because we're planning on coming back for a second day here at Animal Kingdom, and that's when we're going to hit up all the shows. So I do think you probably could do the whole park in a day if you really pushed it, doing things kind of back to back to back. However, if you want to take it slow, you could probably stretch it out to 2 days here, or maybe a day and a half. We'll see how our second day goes here when we focus more on probably the shows and the characters, because we didn't really see any characters either today.
Welcome to Epcot! Come along with us and see what fun day we have today here. We're only spending half the day in the park as we are off to the basketball this evening, so come and join us.
And we are in and ready for early entry, just walking under the Spaceship Earth ride here. Unfortunately, that one is closed for refurbishment, I believe. Not sure why Jules said we're only here for half the day. We're here till like 5 p.m. We are off to the basketball afterwards though. But yeah, not quite half a day, a bit more than that. But let's explore Epcot for the first time, and we're going to be rope dropping Frozen. So heading round over into Norway. First up, Frozen Ever After. Interested to see how it compares to Tokyo.
Snowman, come on, I know you do.
During early entry. It's a good ride, but it does not compare in Tokyo to anywhere. Tokyo is in a completely different league to that ride. The one here definitely showing its age. I think it is closing for refurbishment soon, which it really does need. However, it just doesn't have the length, and I feel like the order of the scenes just feels a little bit off. Like, it told a really good story in Tokyo, and even if you wasn't like familiar with the Frozen story, you could still pretty much get an idea of the whole film from that, just because it's so long and there's so many rooms and stuff. Also, I felt like there was a lack of animatronics. A few more would have been nice. So it was a good ride, but if you've done the Tokyo one, then you're definitely disappointed if you come and do the one here in Florida. Next up, we are going for Figment, Journey into Imagination. First time on this ride too.
Oh, can I go too?
Absolutely not. This is one of our discoveries, the figment of imagination.
For every sound, your ears are hearing.
With that much TNT, you can see things differently. Sure, you follow the bouncing figment.
One sparkle.
The good times roll. Woo! You win 1 cent. Oh, upside down. Now you're talking. That's the best idea you've had all day.
With just a spark of inspiration.
So I think that is last.
Just taking a journey into the imagination of Figment. It was actually a really good ride. I quite liked that one. It's a little bit dated, but I think that was like how it meant to be. But yeah, I really enjoyed that one. There's a nice little meet and greet with Figment at the end as well. And there's no queue for it, so pretty much straight up. So yeah, absolute winner that ride, especially for the little ones. She loved it. And next up, we have Nemo. Well, the seas with Nemo and friends.
Explore, explore, explore. Let's go explore the big blue world.
Mr. Ray, we can't explore without Nemo.
Nemo! Where are you, Nemo? Fish, where are you? Awesome!
I want to try.
Nice little ride with Nemo and Co there. Lots of screens on that ride, but it was still nice. I like the bit where they kind of like overlaid pictures of like Nemo and things with the sharks and things. Really like that bit. Now I'm going to see if the little one is tall enough for soaring. It's going to be very close. If she's not, it will be living with the land next. Little one was too small, but the weight is only 5, so me and George are going to quickly jump on. Daddy's staying with the little one, then we might swap over because the wait time's so short, and then go and do Living with the Land next. I want to say bashing the rides out really quickly this morning here at Epcot, which is great. Thoughts on soaring?
Wasn't impressed. I'd rather go on Flight of the Lion at Legoland any day over that. I was really looking forward to that one, and have been thoroughly let down.
I agree. I think Flight of the Skyline at Legoland is better than soaring. The ending was good with like the fireworks, very Disney style ending. I like that, but yeah, Flight of the Skyline is better, unfortunately.
Just a bit boring.
Yeah, it was a bit like, I would say I'm very prone to motion sickness, and that wasn't that bad. Like, it hardly moved for most of it. I think a bit more motion would have made it a bit better, a bit more of the sense of flying, as it was more just like watching a screen, as it's kind of gliding over places. I think a bit more motion would have been better on that one. Now, ride with the little one and living with the land. Posted at a 10 minutes apparently. Nice little trip on the vegetable boat ride there. That was actually a really good ride. I liked the ride length, was really long. And also very informative as well. And great to see the greenhouses and things up close, all the different growing methods. Yeah, absolute winner. Really, really liked that one. Do you remember the 21st night of September? Heading over to Guardians for the first time. I think this is probably the thing I'm most looking forward to in the whole trip, is a ride on Guardians. So heading over now. I think it's posted like a 85. Got an individual lightning lane for this one, so hopefully queue won't be too long. But yeah, very, very excited for this ride. Most expensive roller coaster in the world. Plus I love Marvel and Guardians of the Galaxy. Very, very excited. Here it is, looking good. Go and have a ride through the galaxy. Burn, baby, burn. That's the song that we got. Yeah, surprisingly good. Not what I was expected out, actually, but probably the best coaster I've been on. I don't know, it's a toss up between that and Fly. But it was really, really good. I like how the train spun, but it was in a controlled way, so that you got kind of a good view of everything. What were your thoughts, George?
Very good. I enjoyed it.
It was really good. There was quite a big drop at the start.
Yeah, there was.
I wasn't expecting that. My stomach went, I was like, oh, thing I hate. I hope there's no more of them. But there weren't really too, there's a couple of smaller ones throughout, but they weren't too bad. If I did it back to back, it would be another Fly situation. The hat would be sacrificed. But once with a bit of a rest was fine. But it was genuinely amazing. I can see why it's the most expensive roller coaster in the world. Over to Mexico for lunch. And these are the tacos. These are 3 beef buns with rice and beans. Drinks wise, this is what the colada looks like. Hopefully it'll be nice. Lunch over at the Mexico Cantina was good, very flavourful. Tacos were very, very nice. They're sort of soft shell tacos, so I'd highly recommend them. Also the colada there was very, very good as well. So overall, very nice lunch. Now we're just going to have a wander around the World Showcase. We'll show you anything interesting that we come across. Loving the look of this China area. Very, very immersive. We're going to have a wander up into the shop here, but yeah, very impressive so far. I like it a lot. Georgina bought an abomination of a drink. It is a pickle milkshake. How is it?
Amazing. I'd have another.
I don't think it looks amazing. How much was it?
$6, but I used a snack credit for it.
$6. Wow, looks disgusting. Upon trying to sip, I can confirm it is disgusting. Jamie has said we've got to include this little miniature land here in the vlog, because I always go on about it so much when we go to Legoland, about the mini land over there. So here it is, just next to the Germany area. You can see all the little trains going past. I must admit, the operations of their trains are seeming much better than what they are over in Windsor. But yeah, looks good over here. Not sure if I've mentioned the weather yet today, but nevertheless I am British and it is our favourite topic of conversation. But it is another scorcher today, unfortunately. It has been hot, hot, hot in October. I didn't think it would be this hot. I think I was maybe expecting maybe max 27. It's been like 30, 31 every single day. So yeah, another scorcher. Just have to get that in because every vlog's got to have a mention of the weather, for sure. When in America, gotta go to Joffrey's. This is what we're gonna get, the pumpkin carriage cold brew and pumpkin patch latte. I've also got this one, this butterscotch cookie cold brew. That does also look very, very nice. This is the pumpkin carriage cold brew, and this one is the pumpkin patch cold brew. So as you can see, got one of each. This one, the pumpkin carriage, is a lot bigger than the pumpkin patch. Time for the taste test though. Pumpkin patch is good. That's very good.
Dave's sitting down in front of Italy.
Pumpkin carriage next.
He sat down here.
Okay, pumpkin carriage is definitely better. That's for sure. And it's also a lot bigger. It was only like 30 cents more. Finished the coffee stop. ploughing on through now. So gonna head round, I'm not even sure what's after the USA, but we're trying to get to Japan. That's the main place that we want to have a look at today. In fact, I think Japan is next. So that's where we're off to. Here we are in Japan. Torii Gate there, floating on the water. We went and saw the, obviously like the original one in Ninjima Island near Hiroshima. I'd say the one in Hiroshima was a little bit more special, but this one here does look pretty epic too. They've also really nailed it with some of the architecture that's going on here. Looks really, really good and really similar to what we actually did see when we were over in Japan at the start of this year. We saw some of these big pagodas, looking like a nice one. Got all the details on the roofs as well. It's great here. Let's head on into the Nichikoshiki Center thing. See what's going on inside here. Wow. Kawaii as soon as you walk in here. Lots of little cats, toys. Yeah. Surprised they've actually got Pokemon. But they do, and Mario stuff as well. Quite surprised by that. Yeah, they've got all sorts of Mario bits in here. And Hello Kitty. Okay, they've got other big IP brand stuff from other companies. Interesting. This is what George is doing. Aqua pearls. So I think you get to pick your own pearl. You're going to put in some jewellery. Let's see what she goes with. So here's how much it is. You can get one pearl for $29, including tax, or two for $49, which also includes tax. George has bought her ticket. Next, I believe you get to pick an oyster. These are what all the oysters look like. Looking very, very cool. Says please do not touch. So they've called her ticket. She was number one. There was no queue. Picking her oyster. Get a crusty looking one.
I know, I was thinking about this one here.
Yeah, looks like a nice one. Looking that one. There we go.
This one? Yes, thank you. Your oyster is big. So before doing this, let's talk about Japanese greeting together. Are you ready? Perfect. Are you ready? Let's count down together. 3, 2, 1. Open. I found your pearl. You are beautiful, beautiful pearl is fine. Here, shiny, shiny, greenish, white, gold. It looks so big. Congratulations. Very pretty pearl. You see? So let's measure the size of your pearl. Start from 6.5, 6.75. This is your balance, right? 7, keep going. 7.25, 7.5, still going. 7.75, 8. Your pearl is 8 millimeter. What a big size! This is our extra and extra large size bar. Congratulations! Since we got a beautiful, beautiful, shiny, big size bar, of course it's time to celebrate. Please put your hand with my jump. May I show your pearl to you again? Isn't it beautiful? This So please take a moment to look them over. Congratulations.
Yeah, so once you got your pearl,
Would you like to take a look
you
at the
can
chain as well?
pick some of the other
So I'll get ready for this Cinderella
pendants
carriage.
for it.
So this
ranging price for
case
about
includes nickel or rod. Do you have any
$50.
allergies? No.
And lowest seems to be about 23. And then there's sterling silver chains to go with it as well, anywhere from 40 on the upper end, 38 on the lower end. How do you feel after your pearl ceremony?
Very good. They said they got a large pearl, 8mm. Not sure if that's true, but we'll see.
We'll Google it and find out if it is a big size for a pearl. Yeah, I guess it was a bit of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I quite like the Cinderella carriage. That was quite nice. That
Yeah,
you got to put
it's
the
very
pearl in.
Disney.
Yeah, very Disney. And they're the first people that actually know where your ears have come from.
Yes, nobody else has known.
Yeah, they knew instantly that they were from Tokyo Disneyland. So yeah, they're on it over here in Japan. They're on it. They've clearly been to Tokyo Disney themselves because obviously all the staff here are from Japan. Georgia's purchases in Japan don't stop. She's trying to decide between the DIY candy for kids, which is what she clearly is.
I think both.
Both. So one of them is like a kind of bento food box. That one is like a ramen set. And they are $6.99. She's getting both. Biggest shock here. So we got loads of these Kit Kats, which we're still eating from Japan. $12.95. In Japan, they're like range from maybe like 300 yen up to maybe like an expensive box. I think was like 800 for some of the more specialty. Some of that were like very region specific. I think we might have paid 1,200 yen for, which is about £6. But these ones here, they're like very generic flavours that I think we might have paid like £2 for, maybe like 400 yen. So yeah, real massive markup on the Kit Kats here. And here is the United Kingdom. Well, I'm not too sure on some of this architecture. I suppose some of it in maybe some older villages. They've kind of nailed it with the phone box. They've got fish and chips. That's also good. Very traditional. Okay, looks like they got a bit of a pub. Yeah, agree with that. And a sportsman's shop. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, the street here is called High Street. We have so many streets called High Street.
Scarlett, do you feel like you're right back at home?
I don't feel like I'm right back at home, actually.
Do you fancy a Guinea?
Yeah. They've called one of the pubs the Rose and Crown. So
a lager is $12.
$12? Wow, that's more than London prices. So yeah, that's crazy. That is really expensive for a beer. Central London, you probably go up like £7-8 these days, I think. Normally pay. But yeah, 12's a bit much. Just finished our little wander around the world. It's quite nice there. I think a lot of the areas they're quite spot on with sort of how they themed it. I think Japan was pretty good. We've been there before. The Italy area was very good. You know, even the UK was not too bad as well. They've got all like the iconic things from a lot of the different lands. The little one was just asleep, but she's woken up, so we're going to head on Figment again quickly before we head over to dinner. Dinner today is at the Garden Grill, so we're going to have dinner with Chip and Dale. And here's a look at the drinks menu. Got your various wines and alcoholic beverages, such as like Legacy Mimosa, Bloody Marys, and cold brew martini. Gone for a cold brew martini today. Then you've got your beer, ciders, and seltzers, and some specialty beverages down the bottom too. Food here is they bring it to your table family style in a skillet, so they'll show you what is on offer here today. Here's a look at the first round. We've got some cornbread, honey butter, excited to try that. Then there is this kind of like broccoli, tomatoes, carrots, and then a salad over there too. And this is what George's looks like. This is a gluten-free version. And then our own salad without the croutons. Here's a look at the drinks. That's the cold brew martini, Legacy Mimosa. Then George has gone for the frozen cocktail. That is a bit of a special at the moment. Mickey in his garden outfit. Aww.
Trying to make this.
Pluto's now come to say hi too.
Gonna give him a high five.
Chip and Dale. Who is it? Who you come to see? And this is brother. We can high five. Oh, and a fist bump. Wow. Yeah, Auntie Georgie. Got a matching headband for Chippendale. Here's a look at the foods. We've got like turkey, vegetables, beef with chimichurri, green beans, potatoes, mac and cheese with goldfish on top. You can order as much as you like. Here's a look at dessert. It's like a strawberry cheesecake, I think. That's what the kids one looked like. It's like a chocolate cupcake, although it did have a like chocolate button on it, but she's already eaten that. Garden Grill, definitely a win, that one. Food was really good. I think I prefer the family style where they bring it to the table. The quality just seems to be a lot better like that, and the character interactions there were really, really good. They all come around 2-3 times. That was quite quiet in there. We got in about 3:25, so it was quieter. But yeah, characters there were perfect, much better than Tusker House yesterday, and the food was really nice. I'd put that ranked so far second. The only place that beats it for food so far is Roundup Rodeo Barbecue. So yeah, absolutely winner Garden Grill. Highly, highly recommend that one for both characters and food. So yeah, much better than the Crystal Palace and Tusker House. And that is a wrap on our day here at Epcot. What have you thought of first impressions of this park?
Really liked it, really enjoyed the pickle shake. Very good shopping here, so would recommend. Overall, good experience at Epcot.
Yeah, it's been a good day at Epcot. Don't go near that pickle shake. I honestly think that's one of the worst things I've ever tasted. I had a little sip of it, and it was disgusting. Figure out the way out now, which is a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, just don't get near that pickle shake. Overall, it has been a great day here at Epcot. Highly would recommend it. We've got quite a few rides today. Sort of leaving now. It's about 4:30 to head over to the basketball, watching Orlando Magic tonight. But yeah, massive park. Definitely get your steps in over here.
I'd recommend the Pearl experience over at Japan. That was really good.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that.
I think I might take the little one to do that. She was asleep when George went over to do that, so I might do that for her as well. Yeah, Japan was good, dinner was good, rides were good, Guardians was amazing. Soaring's a bit meh. Frozen's a bit meh compared to Tokyo. But the other rides are good. Just need to try and get on Remy and Test Track. They're the other big ones that I need to get on over here. But I like Living with the Land. That was something quite unique. And I also quite like Nemo as well. We'd like to also try and probably get on Spaceship Earth. Wait, no. I think Spaceship... Anyway, either one. One of them's closed. The other, no, Mission Space is open. He's trying to get on Mission Space. Spaceship Earth is under refurbishment, so can't get on that. Overall, great day here at Epcot. We'll be back for another full vlog here again. And I believe we're having dinner at Teppan Edo next time, so we'll give you our thoughts on that. A little bit bonus here. I take it back. I thought Spaceship Earth was under refurbishment. I think that was a lie. It's literally open with a wait time of 5 minutes. Okay, my mistake. We'll definitely be going on that one next time. See, I am not going crazy. This is the app, and it literally says Spaceship Earth closed for refurbishment. Honestly, okay. It appears to be open, but the app is saying otherwise. Okay, we'll definitely catch that one next time. Welcome to Disney's Hollywood Studios, where we are here for our second time this trip. Today we have a very, very busy day planned. So we've got some lightning lanes booked for things like Slinky Dog Dash, and we've got Alien Swirling Saucers, Rise of the Resistance. So we're going to be checking out lots of new rides that we didn't do last time. And I'm trying to catch some of the other shows as well. We are here for Rope Drop, and this seems like a very popular park for people to rope drop. It is busy, as it's opened up at 8 AM. And first of all, we are heading straight down to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Here we are at Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Gonna jump in the line, should be opening up at 8:30.
Hurry! Step right up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls!
Now, let's
Mickey and Minnie's fan favourite. That was your first time on it. What did you think of it?
I was very impressed. It was very good, very immersive, good storyline as well.
Yeah, absolute winner that one. Try and see if we can get a multi-pass lightning lane again for it a bit later on in the day. Hopefully we'll. We'll see how many we can get through and get used. But yeah, heading off into Toy Story Land now. Check on what the wait times are like over there. So a bit of a rundown on how the multi-pass lightning lanes work here. So before you kind of come out, if you're staying at the resort, I think it's 7 days in advance, then you can book for, I think it's the entirety of your stay, or it might be 10 days of your stay. But either way, quite a good chunk, 7 days before. You can book 3 attractions. So one of those is a tier 1, generally the good rides like Slinky Dog Dash, Minnie and Mickey's Runaway. And then you can book 2 tier 2 attractions. There's things like Toy Story Mania, I think Smuggler's Run might have been on there, Tower of Terror I think was on there, Alien Swirling Saucers. And then once you get into the park, once you kind of tap in for the first attraction, you can then instantly go onto the app and then book another lightning lane on the multi-pass. And once you tap it, and even if it's for a tier 2, you can then book anything. So our plan is to do Alien Swirling Saucers very early so that we can get that one ticked off pretty much straight away. And obviously that then opens up everything else for us to then book in order to get something better that we actually want to do. We like Alien Swirling Saucers, but you know, there's no need for it to have a lightning lane first thing in the morning. The only benefit is that it's easy to get onto, quick to get off the attraction, probably won't have a queue, and then you're just kind of done with it for the day then. And you can then have the option to book something better. Then there's one single then there's one single lightning lane, and that's Rise of the Resistance. You can just buy that as a one-off. And once it's used, it's used. Okay, heading over to Toy Story Mania, only posted as a 5. Always a result when it's that low. I was the winner, 171,400. It was the best in the cart. Toy Story Mania's gone down. And we're right at the end. We literally just need to get off. It's gonna be like the worst place for it to go down. That was a first. Got an evac off of Toy Story Mania, but we were very lucky. Last ones. We were literally last ones, so like in the line, so we were going to be the next ones off. So it's pretty much done the entire ride anyway. And when they come around to get everybody off, we were the first ones off. So it worked out quite well for us, and they gave us a free lightning lane for it, even though we kind of pretty much did all the ride. So yeah, very happy with that. Unfortunately, obviously the ride's now down, and we do have another lightning lane booked for it later on. So we'll see if it's back up again. But now we're heading over to Alien Swirling Saucers for a tactical multi-pass lightning lane, because obviously once we tap in there, we can then book something else. So we'll quickly go do that one there. Little tactical use of Alien Swirling Saucers there. So scanned on, obviously got on instantly. Wait time's actually 5 minutes now anyway, but because we scanned on early, managed to get a decent return time for Rockin' Roller Coaster, which will be at 10:30. So works out quite well doing that. Very excited about the next ride, checking out Slinky Dog Dash for the first time. Slinky Dog.
Here we go!
First trip on Slinky Dog Dash. George had her slinky ears, but had to take her slinky ears off on Slinky Dog Dash.
Yes, but very good ride. I did enjoy.
Yes, absolutely amazing one. That one was like just big enough, like literally wisps of the hair touching the bottom of the height requirement. But she loved it. That was probably the biggest coaster that she's done. But yeah, love Slinky Dog. Wait time's posted at 45, so not actually too bad. But we queued literally maybe like less than 5 minutes. So Fast Pass is working well, and we managed to get a lightning lane for Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, but we left that to this afternoon in order to get that one. So yeah, great ride. Just had a little stop by Joffrey's and got one of their donuts. Take a look at this. So I don't want to touch my fingers because it looks very sticky, but it's the white sprinkled donut, and I'm not joking, this thing is huge and heavy. That donut is a winner. George couldn't have any because she's gluten-free, but it was huge. We shared it between like 3 of us, me, Jamie, and the little one, and yeah, more than enough. $6.49 plus tax it was, but yeah, definitely a great snack to have, but we used a snack credit on that one. Now though, we're heading over to Rockin' Roller Coaster, which we used, which we managed to pre-book another multi-pass lightning lane for. So let's go check this one out. Here we go, Rockin' Roller Coaster with Aerosmith. Went on this one in Paris when it was Rockin' Roller Coaster. I think this is now Avengers Flight Force in Paris. However, this is going to be, I think, rethemed into the Muppets. So yeah, last time to get on this version of it. I like it though. It's pretty cool with the guitar. Rock on! From Rockin' Roller Coaster. Now, again, it's a flip. George is normally more up for bigger coasters than me.
I didn't like it.
She didn't really like it. I did like it. I'm going to be sad when they retheme it to the Muppets. I think it works really well as Aerosmith.
Yeah, I like the theming. I just didn't like the coaster itself.
I love the coaster itself. When it's rethemed to the Muppets, I am looking forward to going on it again. I hope they do a really good job of it because I loved it as Aerosmith. But it's fast. The launch is snappy, for sure. But it's like really long launch. Like that launch felt like it lasted a really long time. But yeah, I George thought it was a bit rickety. I thought it was actually fairly smooth. I think there's 2 inversions. Great scenery in there. There's no drops, so that's why I like it. Like fast with positive G's. Perfect coaster for me. Absolutely loved it. Little one was too small, so she's just gone to a show with Nanny. But now they should be out of the show soon. So we're going to meet them and back on Toy Story Mania. Hopefully this time it won't break down. Even though we did the whole ride last time. But yeah, back over to that for a lightning lane, and as soon as we tapped in on there, I managed to book a Minnie and Mickey's Runaway again as well. George has just come here to the Hollywood Scoops ice cream. She's getting a Mickey brownie sundae, whereas we are going to head for a Starbucks. Coffee is secured. This is the pumpkin cream chai Starbucks. Jamie's got the caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino. So yeah, I think just pure sugar, that one. It should be nice. Definitely hits the spot. This is the ice cream brownie, gluten-free apparently. 2 scoops of ice cream, big chunk of brownie, some chocolate sauce, Mickey sprinkles, they're pretty cool, and a cherry on top. How is it?
Very good. I'd get it again.
Heading back over into Toy Story Land for another quick trip on Toy Story Mania. This is our pre-booked lightning lane for this one, which we booked before coming out here. So let's go use that one. Unfortunately, looks like George won that time round on Toy Story Mania.
I did win that time round on Toy Story Mania. There was no question about it.
Shame. Anyway, going to probably do one more go on that later on today. Lunch today is at Docking Bay 7. I think this has got to be the best themed quick service out there. Just look at it. The theming in this quick service is incredible. Absolutely love it. This is what the beef with the yakka looks like with the vegetables. That is the pork ribs with the slaw and blueberry muffin. Drinks wise, this is the quencher, and then George went for the other cocktail. Both looking very nice. Docking Bay 7 was a hit. Food is very, very tasty in there, that's for sure. Had the beef, like 3 massive chunks of beef in a sort of sauce that was actually quite spicy, must say. The drink, like the quencher one, that was very, very nice. If you order the pork ribs, you kind of get the option to order it with a blueberry muffin. I think I'd avoid that. Jamie didn't like it. It was a bit dry apparently, so maybe go for like the rice or something, or mac and cheese instead of that one. But otherwise, Docking Bay 7 is definitely win, and the theming in there is amazing. Another quick trip on the Runaway Railway with Mickey and Minnie. Pretty much straight into the pre-show with the lightning lane. That's quite impressive.
reliable.
Finished going through a train wreck with Mickey and Winnie. Well, and Goofy, I think he's also there, isn't he? And now we're going on the ride which I'm probably most excited for, which was along with Guardians yesterday, and it is Rise of the Resistance. Had a lightning lane for this one. Now the wait time's not too bad for it today. It's been posted about 45-50 minutes, so maybe not necessarily needed, but still nice to always skip the queue, nevertheless.
The Resistance desperately needs your help in our fight against Kylo Ren and the First Order.
This is the first time I've ever been outside in a queue line, like after going in. It's really cool.
I am Lieutenant Beck. As you heard from Rey, I have been tasked with getting you to Bakara.
Well, this is pretty cool. That is absolutely huge. I've seen things online. Don't think I'd appreciated just how big this actually was. That was pretty cool. After going outside, you like get into this like spaceship. Kind of feels like you are moving, but I'm assuming it's a lift. Although the motion of it wasn't as a lift, it was as like you was kind of flying, which was quite clever. Really like how they did that. And the animatronic in there was amazing as well. Really, really good. And then you're like out into this like big hangar type thing with stormtroopers. Pretty cool. Now I think we're just kind of lining up to get on the main ride. The vehicle itself, I suppose.
Hey, you're not authorized. Wait, this wasn't a prisoner. Take cover and if anyone's back in a blaster, now's a good time. Raise the shields.
Shields? I see no evidence.
Now! Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless.
There's nowhere to run.
Your escape routes came in a little off target.
First ride there on Rise of the Resistance. I personally think it was really, really good. The sort of pre-show, I don't know, that's quite long. I wasn't expecting that to be so long. And I feel like it kind of lost slightly some of the immersiveness with the queue being so long inside as well, like after kind of the main bit of the pre-show waiting to like get into the vehicles. If that bit would have been shorter, I think it would have been better. However, I thought it was really good. Jamie and Georgina are abominations, and they think Ratatouille is better.
I prefer Ratatouille.
No.
Yeah.
No, that shouldn't be a thing. Rise is definitely better than Ratatouille. Obviously, it's like a similar like track system, like a trackless ride. So yeah, so I might have to get rid of Georgina and Jamie because they clearly don't know what a good ride is. But yeah, I thought it was great. I think it's probably been my second favourite ride of the entire trip, probably just after Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy 1, but Rise of the Resistance 2, but yeah, Ratatouille is definitely not better than that. Time for our last lightning lane of the day. So this was another of our multi-pass lightning lanes that we managed to book, and it is Smuggler's Run, Millennium Falcon. There is the Millennium Falcon. Looks pretty cool. Quite excited for this one, and the little one can come along too, as she is literally just scraping that 97 centimetres, which is great. And hopefully when all the theme parks back home open up for the new season, hopefully she'll grow 3 centimetres by then. I'm kind of hoping so. Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, that's a good fun little ride. We got the 2 pilots and the 2 gunners. So me and Jules both were pilots, and then the little one and Jamie were the gunners. Unfortunately, the little one let the team down. She just, like, she liked it. I think she was just sitting there for the ride more than anything. But equally wasn't shooting anything to clear the path. You know, she's not very good at Toy Story Mania. She only gets about 7,000 on that, so she equally wasn't very good on Smuggler's Run as a gunner. But it was quite fun. She loved it. A sort of like simulator experience that it was. It's great little fun. In fact, I got so immersed in it that I completely forgot to record any of it. But it was great fun and definitely worth doing. The little one is a massive like Pluto and Dogs fan, and they've got this for Halloween this year, so picked one up. It's a Pluto sipper. comes with a fountain beverage of your choice. So for the drink and the sipper was $20 on the nose. I think she's going to love this. It even lights up. Finished with most of the fast passes stage. Just got the multi-experience one left to use, which we'll probably go back on Toy Story Mania for that one. Little one is loving the Pluto sipper. Been a big hit. But now we're going to watch the villain show. So we didn't catch this one last time we're in the park, but we're going to catch it now. The theatre looks amazing in here though, so if the theatre's anything to go by, hopefully the show will be just as good.
Like myself can offer you freedom, wealth, glory, and above all, never growing up.
Frightened the knave in the mirror way, have I? Why, there's no need to be frightened of me. Isn't that right, my pet? Am I alone?
No! Shadow, again. Too many must end.
That was Villains Unfairly Ever After. I really like that show. I think it's the most modern, kind of technically advanced with like screens and things. See, Indiana Jones got more stunts things, but technical with screens, advanced show here. Oh, it's good fun. I really liked it. Nice little AC break, which is always appreciated. You only meet 3 of the villains, so it's Cruella, Maleficent, and Captain Hook. Our little one's favourite is by far Cruella, and then they all come out, kind of do a bit of like talking. I like the way that they interacted the screens and projections in with it. And then at the end you decide who is the most misunderstood. For us, it was Captain Hook. I'm assuming that probably changes depending on the crowd and who the crowd cheer for, or whether it is just Captain Hook every time. But on this occasion it was Captain Hook. But overall I think it's a great little show. And now we're just going to go and check out The Little Mermaid.
Ariel!
How do I look?
Ariel, what's that you're hiding? No, you went up to the surface again, didn't you? Didn't you?
Daddy, I'm 16 years old. I'm not a child.
Don't you?
Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down a... What's that word again? Street.
Why don't we keep going? Hold on to float down the sea.
It's sad, but true.
If you want to cross a bridge by speed, you got to pay the toll. Take a gun, take a breath and...
And another great show here at Hollywood Studios. That's like every single show has been really, really good here. Can't fault any of them. I have to do a little think and a rundown because we've now seen all of the stage productions of how we'd rank them. But yeah, absolutely amazing. Highly recommend that one as well. Not a single bad show here. So final ride today, gonna be a Toy Story Mania. This is using the multi-experience attraction that we got earlier from when we got evac'd off the ride. Be a look at the queue here. You can see Jamie's wearing a Slinky Dog t-shirt today. So when it comes to the multi-experience pass that was sort of given to us earlier on today, they were just given for free. Not going to say no, even though we did the ride, not going to say no. And then you get to see the list of attractions that you can use the ride on, so you can pretty much come back to the same ride again to do it, or there's like a couple of other rides that you can do. So this one was valid on this Toy Story Mania, also Alien Swirling Saucers, Tower of Terror, which George has gone to go do Tower of Terror with hers, so we'll find out how that is from her. And Star Tours was the other option that you could use it on, so you can't go on a better ride technically like Slinky or like Mickey and Minnie's with it. It had to be another kind of similar tiered attraction. However, no queue now, but we'll pretty much get straight on, I think, and see who wins, most importantly. Hilarious. We've used our lightning lane thing for this. It was actually posted as a 20, hence why I was like, oh, probably a good time to do it. I'm not joking, it's a walk-on, even in normal queue. This is madness, literally nobody here. Just finished up on Toy Story Mania. Unfortunately, got to give that one to Jamie, but George, with her multi-experience pass, went on Tower of Terror. How was it?
Very different to Paris. In Paris, you just get on and the lift goes up and down. Here, you got on the lift and then the lift went up a floor, but then it like went into a different room and went through and then went into the lift section. So it's quite different, but really enjoyed it.
There we go. Different ride system. Interesting to see. For dinner tonight, we are here at 50's Prime Time Cafe. Looking forward to checking this one out. So not character dining, but certainly themed dining apparently. Here's a look at 50's Prime Time. Very, very well themed in here. Lots of small old style TVs, lots of different ornaments, pictures, calendars and things on the wall. Looks really nice. Here's a look at the shake. It is pretty huge. The chocolate one. And then this is the sampler. So chicken, meatloaf, potatoes, beans, and I think some sort of pork as well. It looks very nice. That's the chicken pot pie. This is the meatloaf, gluten-free. Here is a look at dessert. That's the key lime pie. This is the apple crisp with ice cream. And last up is the Neapolitan. I think that one might be my favourite. Look at that. Just finished up at 50's Prime Time Cafe. Certainly come out of that one stuffed.
Yeah, I had the meatloaf. It was really good.
Yeah, the sampler patter was nice. It was a little bit of everything. I think it was beef. Beef
and pork meatloaf. You also had the chicken and what else did you have?
I think it was like some shredded beef, although I was expecting pork. So I'm not sure what the other one was. So like mashed potatoes, vegetables, green beans.
Loads of green beans. There was like half a plate of green beans.
There's a lot of green beans. But yeah, overall, come out stuffed there. If you get the milkshakes, that's like a full-on dessert. Like by the time we got to dessert after finishing the milkshake, struggling by that point. But yeah, definitely come out full from that one. So if you're thinking of getting the fast passes, say we've used them all today, I think it is definitely worth it. Maybe not 100% necessary today. Wait times did seem to ebb off a bit as the day went on, but certainly saved a lot of time, and we've pretty much got on every single ride in the park. And the only exception has been Star Tours today, but if you wanted to get on there, easily able to book a fast pass for it, or even jump on, because the queue was like literally 5 minutes for that as well. So I think the multi-pass lightning lane here at Hollywood Studios is definitely worth it.
Worked very well.
Yeah, I think the overall price, I'll put it down below, I think it was $27 or maybe $29 for the day, and I think the Rise lightning lane was about, I think it was around about 20, but I'll put them down below how much we paid for it. But yeah, certainly saved a lot of time waiting, which was really, really nice with them.
So that's a wrap on our day in Hollywood Studios. I hope you enjoyed the journey with us. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and also make sure you are subscribed as you don't want to miss out on any of our content.
Until next time, bye bye.